Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share. Feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video. I want to help you to make home cooking as your daily routine using my fast cooking system, which stands for flavor chasing, advanced peppering, stir frying, and tempeh-based cooking. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to cook a pineapple coconut shrimp using tempeh-based cooking rather than recipes. I'm going to use a large shrimp. Now this shrimp is referred to as easy peel. It comes with shell, but the shell comes off really easy. And having the shell, it protects the shrimp from freezer burn. The first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to marinate the shrimp with some cornstarch. This will absorb the moisture from the shrimp, make them to sear better. And then I'm going to add a small amount of my Walk with Tak basic seasoning mix. The amount is dependent on how much you like to use it. Then I coat the shrimp with some coconut flakes. This method is known as dry marinating, and I use it for almost all the proteins that I use for stir frying. It is a basic procedure. The only modification I make in this particular case is that I use the coconut flakes to coat the shrimp. I try to use as many different types of vegetables as I possibly can in cook most of my dishes. This is one way to eat more vegetables. So first of all, I'm going to use some onions. And then I'm also going to use some zucchini, which is excellent as an extra ingredient for the dish. It enhances both the flavor and texture. And this is followed by some carrot that has been thinly sliced. Carrot is a wonderful ingredient to add to almost any type of dishes. And then, of course, pineapple is the primary ingredient which give the dish pineapple shrimp. And then I also going to add some cherry tomatoes, which I have sliced them in half. Now, all these ingredients are available in my advanced prepping, so it is very easy for me to get them and I'm ready to cook. To flavor the dish, I'm going to use primarily some orange marmalade, which will give the dish great flavor. I'm going to cook this dish in my Cucina 14-inch stainless steel wok. I'm going to start out with about 2 tablespoons of canola oil. This wok is excellent because of its large flat surface area. I'm going to actually season the stainless steel wok using my spot seasoning method. You need to season the stainless steel wok each time before you start the cooking session by heating up the cooking oil to its smoking point for about 15 seconds. And then you are ready to cook. I'm going to add the shrimp to the wok first. Now this is important because I want the shrimp to be seared. And then I'm going to add some onion. The onion will modulate the temperature so that the shrimp will not be overcooked. At this point, I'm going to turn the temperature of the burner to about medium. Heat management is an essential part of stir frying. You always start at the temperature of the oil as high as possible because this is the time when you want to sear the proteins. But once you have accomplished that, you want to drop the temperature lower because you want to cook the protein slowly to get it done. I just add a few zucchini because it's my secondary ingredient. And this is important because you do not want to overwhelm the other ingredients. This is followed by addition of some carrot. Now carrot is truly a versatile cooking ingredient. Carrot can be cooked very rapidly if you cut them thinly, and in this case, as you can see, the carrot is thinly sliced. Another advantage of carrot is that they can be always available because carrot has really excellent shelf life. You can store carrots in the refrigerator for up to 3 weeks without any noticeable change. This is followed by addition of some pineapple. Now, you can use canned pineapple if that is more convenient. However, I much prefer to use fresh pineapples. And today, pineapple seems to be always available in the supermarket, which makes them readily available. Fresh pineapple has a great difference in terms of the texture as well as in terms of the flavor. They have a much better flavor in comparison to canned pineapples. Now, fresh pineapple also has an advantage is that because when you add the pineapple to the dish, it also comes with the pineapple juice. The natural juice is excellent for enhancing the flavor of the dish. To create that sweet, fruity flavor of the sauce, I'm going to use some orange marmalade. I discovered that orange marmalade is extremely effective and it's also very convenient. And you can use a different amount depending on how much flavor that you want to create. And this orange marmalade is also inexpensive. So it is really a great way for you to create any fruity flavor in almost any type of dishes. Now at this point, you notice that there are some of the food ingredients, particularly the sauces, has burned to the surface of the wok. And one way to help cleaning that is use a method called spot cleaning. All I have to do is that to spray small amount of water over the surface of the wok. This will allow me to clean it up readily. It makes cleaning much easier later on. I'm going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of oyster sauce for the saltiness of the dish. Oyster sauce is a great foundational sauce to use, and I find it excellent in this particular case because oyster sauce will add umami flavor of the dish instead of overwhelming the food ingredients. This will allow you to preserve the natural flavor of the food ingredients, and it turned out to be one of the best way to season almost any type of stir-fry dishes. After I did the taste test, I decided that two modifications I like to make. One is to make the dish more salty, so I add some additional oyster sauce. Another one is that I like to make the dish a little bit sweeter, so I add some more sugar, not a lot, about 1 tablespoon of extra sugar. In a dish like this, sugar can play a significant role. It will modify the acidity of the dish and also make the dish more savory. And last but not the least, I'm going to add some cherry tomatoes that has been sliced in half. You can consider the cherry tomatoes almost like a garnish, except you garnish the dish while it's cooking toward its final stage. I'm going to serve this dish with white rice, which turned out to be probably the best carbohydrate to pair with a dish like this. This dish has a lot of flexibilities. Simply because of the various types of ingredients that you use, you can substitute it with other type of ingredients as long as they can cook very quickly. And the end result is that you can create many variations and diversity to this basic dish. And one advantage of this dish is that it is a template. So you are safe and encouraged to modify it in whatever way that you would like to. In this dish, the shrimp actually used more like a condiment rather than as the main ingredients, with the vegetable to play a more prominent and important role. This is a great way to enhance your vegetable consumption. And the shrimp cooks perfectly because of the timing of how long it's being cooked and the heat management. Adding some sesame seeds to the dish is a good way to garnish the dish to create a more appealing appearance. Food actually is very important in how they look. The garnishing turned out to be really a great way to enhance the flavor of a dish. Now in this case, I garnished the rice with some scallions. This will give the rice some really interesting flavor. On top of that, it will provide some crunchiness to the rice. For me, successful home cooking depends heavily on spontaneity and intuitions, that you can make substitution and changes to create many different types of dishes using a template. For example, this can be easily substituted with chicken and pork. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system. If you'd like to learn more about this cooking system so that you can make home cooking a viable alternative to fast and ultra-processed food, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.